स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दं कृपापूर्णं जगत्पतिं हरिषड्वर्गजेतारं नित्यानन्दगुरुं भजे। स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दं कृपापूर्णं जगत्पतिम्।
Here is one more question. How can we select our God and Goddess? We are confused because more deities in our tradition. I always tell people, towards some path, some God, some technique, suddenly you will feel a very deep connection. That is what I call falling in tune, feeling connected. If you feel connected to some path, choose that path or that God or that deity. If you don't feel connected to any one thing particularly, do not choose anything. Continue your seeking. Continue your seeking. Let the seeking become your God. Seeking can become your God. Let the seeking become your Ishta Devata. No need for particular Devata. She's asking, I have longing for chanting Sahasranamas, but my concentration is scattered. How can I concentrate on all the slokas? This is another big problem. Sometime you will enjoy some stotras and chanting. Then you start deciding, oh, such a ecstasy and bliss and joy. I should have this always. Let me start chanting every day. No. You missed the whole thing. The moment you decide, let me chant every day, you created a routine. Understand? Bliss happens to you when you are in choicelessness. The moment you choose the bliss, you have chosen suffering. Because all choice, including choosing bliss, is choosing suffering. Because choice is suffering, choicelessness is bliss. The moment you choose, now I am going to do every day this, you made that as a routine. I have seen people chanting Sahasranama. They will start with a full speed. Vishwam Vishnur Vashatkaro Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu. After 2 pages, speed will increase. After 3 pages, I have seen, they will be just seeing the number continuously. Oh, still 700 is there. Still 300 is there. Still 400 is there. Still 100 is there. I always tell people, do not bother about completing these 1000 names and all. Take up a book. God is not sitting there and counting like a bank balance. Have you done all 1000 names? Forget about it. No. Just sit with a real beautiful mood, with a very loving way. If you can chant even 5-6 names, perfectly all right, okay. That's enough. The moment you feel bored, close the book and stop it and say namaskar and move. Do not do chanting or puja when you don't feel connected, when you don't feel that joy. If you are doing it without feeling the joy, you are abusing it. Chanting some mantra, chanting some sloka without feeling joyful, without being in ecstasy, is naturally abusing. Here you are saying your concentration is scattered. It means what? You are not enjoying. The moment you feel you don't enjoy, relax, stop. No need. No need. Do not do it for the sake of accounts. Could you please explain what exactly intensity, the meaning, intensity of what Intensity. How? When people ask me about intensity, I tell them, feel intensely that you are not having intensity. That's all. Just feel. See, usually we feel that terrible restlessness towards the outer world. I have not done this, I have not done that. That same restlessness, if it is directed towards the inner world, it is called intensity. You do not know what is happening, you do not know what should be done, but a deep dissatisfaction about what is there in your inner space. That is what I call intensity. You may be thinking, I am supposed to teach satisfaction. Why am I teaching dissatisfaction? I tell you, first thing, your dissatisfaction functioning towards the outer world has to turn towards the inner world, then it will lead to satisfaction. First thing which needs to happen is not satisfaction, the direction turning, the psychological revolution. Restlessness should become intensity. If it is towards the outer world, your consciousness, if it is constantly moving towards outer world, it's called restlessness. If it is moving towards the inner world, it's called intensity. The meaning of the intensity is feeling that something needs to be done immediately to break free from the clutches or to break free in the inner world. Intensity of what? Do not bother about what. It should become quality. Anything you do, if you touch something or somebody or some object, let the intensity be there even in the touch. If you are talking, let the intensity be there. In everything, in your relationships, in your decisions, in your memory, in your thinking, in your desires, even in your fears, let you be intense without escaping from this moment. That is what I call intensity. You are saying how. If I give that method how, the whole intensity will be lost. Intensity will increase when you have the desire but not technique. That's the right way to develop intensity. The moment a technique is given, your mind will start working around the technique. Technique sometimes gives an escape, gives a method to escape for your mind. Your mind will start saying, oh, I have done the technique, that's all, that much only maximum can be done. Nothing else needs to be done. That's why in Ayurveda, when we give medicines, we say this medicine is not enough. Whole day you need to work with this medicine, means whole day you need to be intense, telling your body and mind to heal itself. Technique is not like allopathy medicine. You will swallow and forget about everything. You will say this much only can be done, what else to do? That's all, I have done what I can do. No. Sometimes the desire should be awakened. The desire or seeking should be awakened towards the inner world, and the person should not use any technique. Only then that seeking will start radiating in every action. The technique should not curtail or stop your seeking, reduce your seeking. It should deepen your seeking. I am already doing meditation taught by some other master. Can I do the one given by you here? You are welcome. You can do. I always tell people, try to collect the best flowers from all gardens and make a beautiful bouquet for you. You do not have to think, if I learn from one source, I should not learn from the other source. No. It's not like a shop. If you come to this shop, don't go to that shop. No. Go to all possible sources and learn all the best things. Pluck all the best flowers and make a beautiful garland for you. I always tell people, your ego is such, it cannot be broken by one master. Now you need so many blows from so many different directions and so many methods from so many different sources. So do not think, if I learn from one source, I shouldn't learn from other source. No, learn from all possible sources and raise yourself. Should we focus on ourselves while doing action or merge completely in action? Which one leads to meditation? First thing, you cannot completely merge yourself in action, in inaction. Because once the tamas, lethargic energy in you is exhausted, you see, your body is made out of rajas, tamas and sattva. 33% peace, silence, intelligent energy. 33% restless, very aggressive energy. 33% lethargic, very sleepy, low, kind of a resting energy. After the 33% of lethargy is exhausted, you will not be able to be in inaction. People come and ask me, if I start meditating, will I just leave my job and just rest? No, you cannot. You cannot. I tell them, if you have that fear, just take vacation, lie down for 10 days, you will understand. 11th day you will run for your job. You will run for your job. That is not going to be the end. That is not going to be the solution. No need to completely merge in inaction. I can tell you, neither you need to bother about action nor you need to bother about inaction. All you need to bother about psychological revolution. What goes on inside you whole day, that is what you need to attend. You need to put your awareness only on that. When you can drive your car in the dream state, that is what you do usually. Why can't you drive your car from the Turiya state? Even though you think you are doing your actions in the waking state, 80% of your actions are done by the dream state overtaking the waking state. Instead of that, let the 80% of your actions be done by the Turiya state overtaking the waking state. That's all you need. There is nothing else. These are the questions which happens before even you enter. These are questions like a hypothetical questions. Somebody came and asked me, if everybody becomes Swami, how will the world run? I asked him, if everybody dies, how will the world run? He said, no, everybody won't die. I said the same thing. No, everybody won't become. That's all. Hypothetical questions cannot be answered. I told him, do not bother. God is not depending on you to run the world. He is not depending on you to create and maintain the world. Can we really experience the blissful state after learning? Then what for you think I am conducting the program? He is asking, can we really experience the blissful state after learning these meditation techniques? Then what do you think I am sitting and doing here? Understand? person who creates a formula to reproduce the experiences of the outer world is a scientist. Person who creates a formula to reproduce the experiences of the inner world is a mystic. He is the master. These methods, the techniques which you are going to learn these 3 days are time tested, foolproof, created after a great research and development by thousands of masters in thousands of years of research and development, and verified and experienced in my own personal life. So be rest assured, be intense, that's all I am asking you. That's all you need to do, nothing else. Just be intense, you will see, you will experience what has happened in my very inner space, in your inner space. Is the psychological revolution you refer to is Sankhya Yoga, Sankhya knowledge of self, Yoga renunciation of the fruits of actions. See, the word Sankhya, the word Yoga, both are like two different expressions. Maybe I can say the psychological revolution word, I mean Sankhya, Yoga and something more. And something more. When you understand these few ideas about the dream and waking state and the superconscious state, every time when low mood or depression or disturbance comes to your inner space because of the waking state, bring this understanding into you. Use this like a key and allow that psychological revolution to happen. You will see, not only you will come out of the problem, even 2-3 times if you come out of your sufferings, you will have so much of courage and energy to apply these techniques again and again, to evolve yourself again and again. Beautifully Krishna says, Uttared Atmanatmanam Atmanam Avasadayet. Let you raise yourself by yourself. If you raise yourself by yourself, you are the best friend for you. If you don't raise yourself by yourself, you are the worst enemy for you. So, I can say the word psychological revolution which I am uttering is Sankhya, Yoga and something more. I have learnt Vipassana, but I am unable to practice it effectively. Not sure why. Is it that I am doing it wrong? Is it a wrong technique for me? Neither you are doing it wrong, nor it is wrong technique for you. The when means the time you learnt is wrong. First, you should have learnt the psychological revolution, clarity about you, world and God. Then technique should have been added to you. Without the clarity, if the technique is directly added, it leads to boredom, dullness, and naturally you drop the technique. I always tell people, any study, any journey you undertake, any book you start reading, even if you don't understand single word, do not skip. If you don't understand single word and skip, slowly you will see that words which you did not understand will become more and more like a load, and your very interest in further reading will disappear. Same way, in the inner journey, without going through the psychological revolution means without going through the understanding, if you just jump, skip the understandings and enter into the meditation technique, this is the problem. Even when I speak and explain the concepts, I have seen many people thinking and sitting, it's okay, what all you are telling, it's okay, Swamiji, let's go to the technique, Swamiji. I have seen people telling me, I understand, Swamiji, let's go to the technique. They think they are very intelligent. They think straight away technique can help. Technique is not allopathy pill. You need an understanding before, because the understanding starts the churning. Understanding starts the churning. Then technique is like addition for the alchemy process. When meditating, lots of negative thought arose. Whether it will come to reality, don't bother about it's coming to the reality. You are not that powerful, fortunately. Fortunately, we are not that powerful to project our thoughts into reality. Then we would have created long before worst hell than what we are having now. Fortunately, God did not give so much of energy to us to project our thoughts into reality. If sometime your thoughts have become a reality, if you are seeing your dream or thoughts becoming reality, do not use that power. Try to divert that energy into your consciousness, means thoughtless state. Can we practice different types of yogas? According to me, surely authentic yoga methods do not contradict each other. They only complement each other. So you can practice different yoga methods. Only thing, do not mix and make masala and create your own technique. Practice it independently. 20 minutes means finish that. Then go to the next. Then go to the next. If you mix everything and you start thinking, I know all these things, now I know the core thread. I think I can make my own. That is where you will miss. Somebody is asking a personal question about their sickness after the meditation. You can come here for the darshan. That time you can ask me. Maybe I'll be able to heal or help or answer. Whatever I can, I'll surely try to do.
Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham.